is a Cosmic Octave original podcast.
Me and Jake running down the street with a handful of comic books, kicking ass and banging chicks and drinking booze
No, not
and
me.
smoking
Not
weed.
me. I'm married.
Yeah, well,
I'm married.
Jake.
Can't do that.
Yeah. Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler.
It's Tyler's birthday. It's a special episode. If it sounds a little bit different, it's because it is a little bit different. It's off panel, off road. We are in beautiful Chicago. Got to go see Wrigley Field. Got to do all that for Tyler's birthday.
We got to see
So much.
We got to see so much. We got to see all of Chicago, the way that we didn't want to see it, which is, we saw it the way we wanted to, which is on a train. But we got to see all the people stuck in traffic, going like, "Man, I just want to get to the Cubs game," and we're like, "We're on our way, dumbasses."
Yeah, to me, when you're sitting in a train and you see it speeding by the traffic that's just gridlocked, you're like, I've never seen a bigger advertisement for public transit than being in public transit, seeing all of these people just be stuck in traffic. And we hit traffic a few times, but nothing.
We hit a few things.
Yeah.
We actually hit more traffic leaving Chicago. If anybody who's ever been to Chicago knows this, it's almost always constantly under construction.
Yeah.
And
just like anything in the Midwest, I
don't know if they've ever had, what they have on Google Maps, like the actual roads. I don't know if they've ever actually been like just roads, because there's so many different detours and shit. Like, oh, you got to stay in your... Like, it was nuts. You did really good. I somehow made it through to Kankakee, which was like shit.
But, so, Tyler, this was my first time in Chicago, also my first time at Wrigley.
Both of our first times.
Both of our first times. And I missed watching the Nebraska Cornhuskers get fucking destroyed. So it was all in all a winning weekend. So
you missed the Cornhuskers getting fucked.
Oh yeah. It's been an interesting trip, needless to say. We had to leave super early in the morning. Got in at a pretty good time, and we just kind of winding down. So what better way to wind it down than get a late night episode of Off Panel, Off Topic, Off Panel, Off Road.
Off Panel, Off Topic.
We had an ice cream cake for Tyler's birthday.
We went. I ordered one.
Yeah,
and luckily enough, we popped that fucker into Google Maps, and it's like 3 minutes away.
Yeah,
which is good because it's an ice cream cake. You know what we forgot though? I'm willing to bet that on the website it's like, you should let your ice cream cake thaw in the fridge for an hour before, because you saw how hard it was. It was like you needed a fucking lightsaber for that shit. You saw how hard that was. It was hard. It was hard to cut. Wow.
Yeah. So how are we gonna do this episode? You're the birthday boy. Where are we gonna take this? We're obviously gonna talk about She-Hulk.
Yep.
You had mentioned we have a debate.
We're gonna rank the monster cereals and we might get into a fight.
I think so, because I posted my brilliant, some would say brilliant, food review on TikTok.
Yeah.
And people loved it. Runaway smash hit, and some people just can't handle the truth. And we'll get into the truth. And I'm sorry, you can have
another kind.
You think you can have your rankings, but you don't have your rankings, buddy. Okay? Because you're all wrong. My ranking is the definitive list.
So I've been eating monster cereals since about 2 or 3 years old, which would have been about 1978.
Are we going to talk about this before She-Hulk? Is that what you're trying to do here?
No, I'm just girding the audience in to know that I am going to have more of a distinct advantage of having the longer relationship with the cereals. I remember when they were actual...
No. This is ageism at its finest. You think because
I remember when there was
you
made
think
with real
be-
sugar.
I'm a young
Instead of
buck.
sucrose.
I'm a young buck who just now got his taste of Fruit Brute once again.
I
Because
almost said you said young
no, listen,
butt.
I swear to God, they for whatever reason took Fruit Brute off the shelves. Because
Yeah, they did. And honestly, I've never had Fruit Brute. I've never had it.
Well, let's be honest. They all taste pretty much the same, except Count Chocula because it's chocolate versus fruit. But I have a I apparently have a controversial ranking. I have a controversial belief, and I don't understand it. I don't agree with it, but that's where we are. But first, let's talk about episode number 5, She-Hulk. The title of this episode is great. It's Mean Green and Straight Poured into These Jeans. Beautiful title. I am seeing some complaints about this show. And I think there are some valid criticisms of the show. Of course, there's valid criticisms of anything. But I think people don't understand this show. I truly do. On a basic level, I feel like there are a lot of people that don't get that this is a sitcom. And they don't, and I think they're forgetting, because every time they think, and
we've talked about
there's an overarching narrative, right?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's like every other sitcom. There's bottle episodes, and this could be considered a bottle episode.
Yep.
It does have an overarching theme.
Yes.
But it's very self-contained, and I think people have these preconceived notions that because it's in the MCU, it has to have an overarching narrative. It has to have a connection to something else.
A guest character every time.
But it can't, and that they're trying to do something new. They're trying to tell you, no, this is a sitcom, and people are still finding ways to bitch about it. I just don't get it.
You know, and we've talked about this on the podcast before. How this show, considering how they talked about the MCU and all the other stuff, this show should be their favorite show, because it really does kind of deconstruct the MCU in a rather original way that they haven't done to themselves yet. And it's firmly tongue-in-cheek. It hits... I've said this before on our YouTube channel when these fuckers tried to, all you do is say cuck and simp and, whatever. You don't actually have... And, there are good things about this show. And there are reasons why I like it. And I've explained them many times.
Yeah. Well, I think this...
But it hits all the notes of the Byrne run. She's perfect for the character.
Well,
we're
I
seeing
think,
how she's...
Again, I just don't... I think it's just people don't understand that this isn't a WandaVision. This isn't Loki. This isn't Falcon Winter Soldier,
should we say what they expect me to say?
What?
Or they're misogynist bigots.
Yeah.
That's all I got to do.
Now, look, I'm not...
I don't have to make an argument.
If you have a legitimate... you just don't like it, that's totally fine.
Absolutely.
Some people...
Absolutely.
Bad people are just not going to like things. But I think...
There's a guy that...
But I think if you're going to say it's boring and nothing happens, then you're lying.
Or just stop watching
You just
it.
can't accept that
not
it's
for you,
slower
that's fine.
paced.
Maybe it's not for you.
Well, but here's the thing. There's a lot of people that bitch about this in the MCU, and a lot of them are saying that they hate that the MCU is so by the numbers, and it's the same thing over and over and over again. And in a lot of cases, yeah, you could argue there's a
valid criticism.
There's a formula. They've been making these movies for 13 years now. They have a formula. They're going to do what they do.
Yeah. Fuckers.
And
sorry, I don't know what that was about.
So when they try and do things differently, it doesn't always meet the best criticism. Thor Love and Thunder tries to do something a little... Ragnarok does something different. Completely changes the character.
Remember how I talked about, within the first 10 minutes, I'm like, what the fuck am I watching? And then I realized, okay, lean into it, or you're not... You know what I mean?
Again, a movie with valid criticism. Like, I'm not saying that Marvel movies are above criticism. I think there's a lot of criticisms to be had. But I think... I don't think there are a lot of people that dislike this show because they don't think it's funny or they don't get it. A lot of them, I just think that it's not what they wanted and it's not what they expected, and that's fine. I'm sure that they probably
it's hard
wanted.
For me to believe that if you're a She-Hulk fan of the comic book She-Hulk, that you don't like this show. If you don't, then you have an agenda.
Yeah, but I could see how normies that are not
normies.
normies that don't read She-Hulk and whatever. Mainstream.
Yeah, but isn't the criticism always that we get is that we don't read comic books? So clearly the people who are making
I don't
these...
look,
I'm
man.
just saying.
I don't want to fucking talk about these people. I really don't.
I'm not talking...
I know. I don't want to veer in that territory.
I'm not, but I'm not. Just...
No, I'm just
bringing it
shooting
up.
it down.
I'm just bringing it up that there have been criticisms that we don't read comic books, and that's patently false. Now, hey, you know what? Let's be clear. If you've read the comic books and you're a huge fan of comic book She-Hulk and you still don't like the show, that's also your right.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. And honestly, I don't really care why you don't like the show. I think you're flat out wrong, but you don't have to explain it to me. It's okay. But stop watching it and posting fucking videos about it fucking 3 times a day.
Well, no, they gotta get the algorithm.
Right. You gotta fuck it up so that we have to talk about them to get any sort of Yeah,
exactly.
But I like the show. You know what? Remember when I was talking to you about there was a part in the show that I felt a little bit preachy? Remember that?
Yeah.
When they're having the drink afterwards. All right.
Yeah.
They're having the drink afterwards, and she was like, haha, isn't that, we just have to deal with guys like that all the
Yeah.
And I got to be honest. But here's the thing, Jake.
Sure.
It seemed a little preachy, but guess what? I'm a white dude. And I don't really get to tell women or people who are not white how to address the wrongs that have been done to them by our society, by and large, for very long periods of time.
So you feel better. Yeah. So your white guilt doesn't feel.
You know what I'm saying,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So, I don't really get to say.
And there are ways to have those valid criticisms and things like that.
But there was a point during this episode that I accepted the criticisms that have been leveled by some people, whatever.
Well,
which is usually, it's too woke or whatever.
Yeah. So I want to just talk about the episode itself because I think too much we focus on the culture around it, and because I just don't get it. I just don't understand. Look, no, I've already said it. I don't need to repeat myself.
I thought it was good.
There's just so much bad faith criticism.
I don't really like the way they're using Titania. I really don't. Titania is a fantastic fucking character.
Yeah.
A very
I'm sure
nuanced,
there's payoff for her.
Sure,
later.
but a very nuanced character with a lot of depth in the comics. And I will say this: if I do have a criticism about this show, and I do, it's that I really don't care for how they've used Titania. Now let me say this: the idea of having an influencer who is also a villain and a superpowered individual is really a kind of an interesting way to have different, antagonists in this MCU and everything. So I do like that. I just wish they wouldn't have used that character's name. Use a throwaway character that hasn't been seen since 1962.
You know what I would have loved? And it would also tie back.
Millie the model. They should have used Millie the fucking model.
Well,
dude.
I was going to say a more current character that Dan Slott created called Screwball. She's kind of what they're doing with Titania, where she's an influencer. But her games are like she's heavily featured in the Spider-Man game for PS4. She's also I think she was a big Superior Spider-Man villain, I think, for a little bit. Like, not really big, but she was kind of one of their jokey characters that Slott likes to do sometimes. Anyway, I think she would have been cool to do for this because I think a lot of people... And again, maybe it'll pay off at the end of the season, but for right now, it just seems like they're not... They have
We're not
this...
even halfway through. Well, yeah.
And I got to tell you, if there is criticism to level at this show that I have...
Yeah.
It is the writers weren't joking. They do not know how to write court scenes, because the court scenes, if you've noticed, are super short. Don't always make. They just don't. They did honestly. The court scenes feel the most disjointed thing in the show.
Can I just say, if you're watching this show for authentic court scenes, you're in the wrong place. Probably.
I'm not.
I know you're not, but I'm saying if that is a criticism, that's fair criticism. But also, what are you doing?
Well, I mean, people are going to say you're making
you're
doing a lawyer show, but you're not really featuring it in the court. But then also, I'm like, it's still a comedy, and they said Ally McBeal was their inspiration. So it's going to be a little bit weirder and out there. And
Yeah, you fuckers.
yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like there can be some criticism for that, but I get frustrated when people say nothing happens and nothing move forward. And I'm like, again, it's a sitcom. We've established, what have we established? We've established there's someone else outside of the Tinkerer that's making suits. Mm-hmm. We've also established that Daredevil. I was trying not to say it because I want to talk about it later, but yeah, let's fucking talk about it. Okay. No,
You're like,
I was fumbling around because I'm like, do I want to talk about Daredevil right now? Because I was thinking about that. But I just thought it was funny with the Avengers and Avengers.
Wongers.
You can get an eye with it.
Did you see it upside down, Wongers, on Facebook or whatever?
No.
If you put it face down, it's Wongers, like Madison.
Nice. But did you notice okay, so Nikki, her friend, her paralegal,
yeah,
and Pug, the good guy in the show.
Yeah.
They're trying to get the new Iron Man 3 shoes, which is funny in and of itself. But when they go and pick it up, they go to like this bootleg guy, and if you notice, he gets Captain America's shield, he gets Mjolnir, but like Captain America's shield's color scheme is different, so they can escape copyright.
Oh yeah.
They got the T-shirts that say Avengers.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
no, that was pretty entertaining in itself. I like those characters.
Yeah.
The two of them, they seem like it's those fun kind of like, kindred spirit types.
Yeah.
They're secondary characters clearly, but they're able to shine when the spotlight is on.
Yeah.
them.
And it's getting the show a little bit more to do with not just overreaching MCU stuff. I think. What did you think of the reveal of Daredevil? Because on one hand, I
was really surprised.
On one hand, I was like, "That's cool, that's awesome," but on the other hand, I was just like, I wish he wasn't have shown in the trailers because that would have been such a bigger moment if we had not known he was showing up. At some point.
But I think it's also okay to whatever, tip your hat sometimes. But I really like. I think that I don't know if she's gonna show up in like her super suit. And to be really honest,
there's been shots of it.
She doesn't really have like a costume per se, like Spider-Man does.
Yeah, and we've already kind of seen it.
Color scheme.
Yeah.
It's kind of white and purple.
This one looks mostly purple.
Okay.
Based on the shots that I've seen.
It's kind of like a skin tight, like what is it called? Not a onesie.
A romper.
Kind of. But a skin tight romper. It's got, it goes down the legs and.
Must suck when she has to pee.
But I'm willing to bet that the
second
thing she got was like lingerie or something.
Oh yeah, maybe. Well, that's another thing I wanted to talk about this episode. It again deals with what I said it was going to. It's dealing with Jen and She-Hulk in the opposite way that we saw with Bruce and Hulk, where. We are again presented with the fact that she has to have these guys that she went on dates with show up to prove that she used the She-Hulk
But also,
name.
no offense, but you're not my type. Like, oh.
Yeah, which is...
Ouch.
Yeah, shot to the... And she said when she's...
Shot to the heart, and you're to blame.
She said when she started the dating profile, that was a joke, where she's like, this is going to hurt Jen's confidence. And we're seeing the classic She-Hulk stuff, where she is battling with... her alter ego in a different way than Bruce does. And that's why I think this is such a cool concept. And it's cool to use, modern dating and swiping left and swiping right and just all the things that can go into it. And yeah, there wasn't a lot of action in this episode. This is a little bit slower of an episode, but I think that's fine because it's finding its footing. It's understanding what it is.
And can I level something at one of the criticisms is the wokeness and whatever, but Can we maybe just look at like the dating like in episode 4, where it's like the speed dating, and then again we see them again in episode 5. They have to bring them by to be like Can we not start? Can't we just look at that as cringy, like kind of comedy, like all of The Office?
Yeah.
Why does it? Because the main character is a woman. You know what I mean?
It's a classic
funny, cringy.
Yeah, it's just a classic tale of Yeah, the dating
Comedy works when it's like
it's just a
uncomfortable.
classic comedy
Yeah.
tale of
Yeah.
dating, like,
Yeah.
and how sometimes dating can intertwine with your work life in unexpected ways.
Oh, yeah.
And you don't see that usually in a superhero show. And
You
I
don't.
And you know what? There are probably people that could levy an argument and like, why wasn't this just a separate show by itself? Why does it need to be in the MCU? Why does it need to be She-Hulk? And I'm like, sure, you can have that criticism, or you can just be like,
Separate show.
like, just it shouldn't even be tied. Like, it shouldn't even be She-Hulk.
Why?
It should listen. It should be
Oh.
its own show. I'm not saying it should be. You know what I mean? I'm saying that that people would argue like, what's the point of having this in the MCU? What's the point of this being in Marvel? If it's just a sitcom,
I'd argue
you know?
that it's very important to the MCU. Actually, incredibly important. It's deconstructing the MCU in the way that they have not done yet, and it's satire at almost perfection.
Yeah, I think that most of the time it lands comedy wise. And I do love that the MCU is poking fun at itself. I think too many people take the MCU seriously.
Right, yeah.
Way too many people.
You think? And here's a fair criticism as well. I do go into every episode of She-Hulk expecting a good episode. I'm not going to lie about that. I expect a good episode, and my expectations are no matter what I see, I'm probably going to like it. Now, that's a fair criticism to say, like, well, you don't really look at the episodes objectively. You guys don't really review them objectively. That's fair. But we're definitely not shills, because, again, where's that fucking check, Disney?
Where the fuck
I want
is
that
it?
fucking check. Hey, I'll be a shill. I don't care. I just want to see the actual money.
Yeah, exactly.
Until then, I am a Marvel whore. We know this.
Yeah.
I am a Marvel
Whore!
Think of the comedy.
Spoken by an actual potato.
Did I send you the Wrigley Field audio?
No.
We went to Wrigley Field
You fucked it up, you son of a bitch. No, I'm kidding.
We went to Wrigley Field today. Did you tell
Yeah,
him?
I think it was a good episode. I still think I liked last week's episode more, but I thought this was fine.
Not every episode is the best one
No.
so far.
No, I don't want to say that, and I don't think.
And
that.
you know what? I felt like that with Moon Knight, and honestly, I don't really remember Moon Knight. Like
Honestly,
I like this show because I'm more of a fan of the character. I've always been. I know more about the character, and yeah,
and I think for me too. I think their episode 2 didn't really work for me. I thought it didn't. You could argue nothing happens in an episode. I feel like even though there are things that happen, it just I don't think every episode's great. And I'm not. When I think
it's what are you looking for?
When I think it's bad, I'm going to say it's bad. But yeah,
Right.
what I'm looking for is some. You're right. When I watch that show, I'm not going in being like, how is this going to
I didn't mean
fucking
you specifically.
how is this going to grow the MCU, or how is this going to do this, that, and the other?
Yeah.
I'm honest, I know, but I'm saying I want to watch this from perspective of it's a sitcom. It's supposed to be funny. It's supposed to be silly. It's
Yeah.
leaning into that silliness of it.
Yeah.
And again, I appreciate it on a level of it's them trying something new,
Yep.
especially with the Disney Plus shows. I think they're starting to understand that the 6 episode arc, which is basically just a long movie.
Yeah, it takes.
I think they're starting to understand that maybe that's not working, and they need this. This is tailored to Disney Plus, and
You know
maybe
what?
we've talked about this last week. We keep
Yep.
talking about this is smart to make this show the way it is and make it feel like a fucking show.
What was it? Moon Knight was 6 episodes. Remember?
Yes.
You know what Moon Knight would have benefited from a lot is a 7 or 8 episodes.
Yes.
Because I feel like that 6th episode they had to wrap everything up.
They should have done a couple of episodes in the asylum.
Yes.
And they should have kept it.
Oh God,
They
yes.
should have
It was
done-
like what, 10 minutes?
It was a
Get back on the ship now.
yeah.
I'm a hippo.
Also, I like how this phase in Marvel or the MCU, there's like, kind of in Marvel comics, like all religion is kind of real, so we're just gonna go with that, and that's what we're gonna do here. But yeah, if they would have had a couple more episodes in the asylum and done the Jeff Lemire run,
Yeah.
I think it would have made a better show. But that's just me. And
introduce Jake Lockley earlier instead of a throwaway fucking gag at the end of the fucking final episode.
Again,
that was shit.
I wish Daredevil was not in the trailers of this show because that reveal at the end of this show was so good.
I know. And it sucks to be you, doesn't it?
It sucks to have all this great knowledge. Be this great.
I know.
Anyway, episode 5, it's good. We enjoyed it.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens next week. So almost guaranteed next week we will see Daredevil.
Yep.
So I'm wondering if he's going to be featured in the last 4 episodes.
One of our favorite people.
What do you think?
Yeah. One of our favorite people. I'd like to address the Little Mermaid stuff real quick.
Yeah, sure. Okay. What are you doing over there? Making faces at me. This is audio. They can't see it.
You
wanna fucking fight me,
doing
dude?
something with your microphone, and you were like, "Oh, look at this! It's funny." And I'm like, "It's not funny." Excuse me. But no, the reason why I want to address it a little bit is somebody actually, one of the trolls actually tried to troll this 22-year-old girl by saying she's almost 60. Why is she trying to play a young mermaid? And literally this troll thought that Halle Bailey was Halle Berry. And that's what you get for being stupid. But also one of our favorite people, I won't say his name because I don't give a shit, but he has his... The thing is, it's the RK.
I was grabbing the audio from Wrigley Field.
It's RK Outpost, okay, the guy who does RK Outpost. I'm not sure why, but the article I read says that most people don't have access to the dislikes numbers. But for some
YouTube
reason,
took that down.
He does.
And then
So he went ahead and gleefully announced
1 million dislikes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself, dude.
I don't even know how they look into that shit. I don't care about that.
And why does he have the why are we giving him anything?
I wouldn't believe anything
special.
I would never believe anything that asshole says.
Right? Fuck you, dude. Hey, and by the way, you want to do like a Logan Paul type of thing?
Logan Paul.
You know, I'll fight him or something.
Fight him.
Shit, fuck
How
you.
much?
Million, yeah, $1 million.
Why does this fucking soundboard not work?
Because you suck balls.
What the fuck? Hold on.
So, and of course, you know, we don't want to talk about just negative stuff. We want to talk about positive stuff too. And one of the really positive things about this trailer is was it a TikTok trend?
Yeah, I saw it.
It was a
lot on
viral
TikTok,
trend. Yeah. I'm not sure which app or whatever, but it doesn't really matter because it's just a really cool trend where
They're all pretty
of these
much the fucking same at this point. Let's be honest.
Sure. But this was really neat because it was all of these really young black girls getting videotaped by their parents, reacting to this, and one of the things I saw on Twitter was like they've gone 70 years and like 19 princesses and shit, all white.
Yeah,
the calm
princess,
the fuck down.
The Princess and the Frog was the first female. Like,
that was a cartoon.
Black, and it was animated. Yeah.
So but again, do you want to take joy away from a little girl?
Tyler, scientifically, the mermaid. I'm sorry, bro. If you bring up science with a fucking mermaid, you have lost the argument.
That's my favorite shit, dude. You will fucking make up any shit.
The sun would not penetrate that far down in the sea. We're talking about a fucking Jamaican singing crab. We're talking about a squid lady. We're talking about Neptune in his fucking south.
Nep-fucking-tune, you dipshit.
I don't know. Is that who's in it?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know. I've never actually.
That's their father, right?
The point is,
the douchebag with the fucking trident.
The point is, it's a fucking fantasy, you dumb shit. Just say, it is what it is, and you're right.
Part of you.
You're right. I
fucking
cried when I saw those things. That, like,
how can you not?
She's like, Mama, she looks like me, and like that's just so good. And I'm like, you people, don't let people rob kids of that, because you're right. Representation does matter.
What do we always talk about?
And by the way, I'll say it every fucking time we got to do it. I'm sorry. I want to make this very clear.
Sure.
You can identify with a character of any race. You can identify with a character of any gender.
Yep.
But that still does not mean it is not important when you are a kid like those girls are, that this movie's intended for, see that on screen. It means something to them.
Little girls in general, like when Wonder Woman came out.
Yes.
I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Is it that's why like you're saying, that's why representation matters. Yes, you can identify with a character of any race or any gender, but it's very important that these kids are represented so they feel normal.
right?
So we all treat each other with respect.
And again, let's go ahead and ask the question again. Why do you want to take that joy away
And
from
by the way,
kids?
why are you bitching? You fucking losers will not.
Because it's costing you money?
It costs money?
It's costing you money and
But
you're
you also wanted to make a point, too, about The Little Mermaid. Before I had to finish my explanation.
Well, no, but I mean,
seeing them seeing themselves and
right? Yeah. Well, we talked about it before. Like when you go into a toy store and stuff. Like I've never had a problem being represented. I'm a white dude. I'm a white guy. All the GI Joes, except for a couple of them, are white dudes. Transformers. I mean, they're robots, so never mind. But Star
robots
Wars
in disguise.
Star Wars, except for like Lando, pretty white. Pretty
well,
white.
not if you count the alien races.
Sure. Let's count.
That's
them.
the big difference.
Let's count them.
But that was the joke. Was Lando was the only black guy in the galaxy?
I know.
With the original trilogy.
Well, this is why it's like when people talk about the rings of power and stuff and like well that wasn't the way. Well, how come the Lord of the Rings movie? Because can we say something that is not a popular opinion but is kind of fact? J.R.R. Tolkien was pretty harsh racially. Okay, I don't know if you've ever read the books.
Wait. You know what? How dare you?
Yeah.
How dare you?
I don't know if you've ever read the books.
He is just like H.P. Lovecraft, who has not had any.
Who I am also a big fan of, but also fucking racist as fuck.
When you put the hard N-word in the title, wow.
But if you read the original Lord of the Rings books, in that big battle at the end in the Return of the King,
Battle for Helm's Deep.
right? Those big elephants or whatever.
Yeah.
The people that ride them are clearly like described by Tolkien
Indian.
as dark skinned.
Yeah, but like so Indian, yeah.
Or African, whatever.
Whatever.
But not to say I don't think J.R.R. Tolkien was racist. I think he was ignorant racially.
Yeah.
And probably saw nothing wrong with it. He probably thought, that's exotic, and maybe I'm definitely not calling Tolkien out for being racist. Okay, I will for Lovecraft. Fuck that guy.
Oh yeah, he was a racist.
But I think Tolkien was not sensitive and maybe didn't need to be in his time. Let's also be aware of what time he wrote in.
Also, who fucking cares? It's
Right,
fantasy.
yeah.
And then, you know what? People are gonna attack me and say like, how can you talk about these things and talk about how much you love them, and then be like, who cares about this or who cares about that? Because again, I feel like
it's
it
priorities.
will not even. Well, yeah. I mean,
What's more important?
Yeah. As an adult, you have to prioritize your time and things
You
like that.
bitching about a 30-minute show or a little girl being like, "Mommy, oh my God, this is the most empowering moment of my young life."
And
I'll tell you, it's not
and it's also like
open book.
Like I can separate things and I can review things critically, and we have been passionate about things. We've gotten in angry situations and debates.
Kick your ass.
Because there's things that we care about,
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that, and I'm not discrediting anybody and being like, who fucking cares? But it goes along the lines of, if you're gonna try and complain and say scientifically this mermaid should be white, or
Jesus,
in Tolkien's work they're all European descent and they can't be black or whatever. Like, that's so silly. Why? How does
right?
how?
It's just so.
How even? Well, and it goes back to everything. It's like, again, people just don't understand that these messages have been in movies and been in stories ever since stories have been written. I have something to tell you. Gay people are not new. Trans people are not new. They've existed as long as we've had sexuality in any form.
Yeah, most gods from the old ancient times.
So
are
God forbid if
transgender
we want to see
or transfluid.
And again, I can't stress this enough. The people that make videos about this aren't going to see this movie anyway.
Right.
And wouldn't have cared about this movie. And I think, and I'll be totally honest with you, I'm not going to see it either. And I think there's valid criticisms of not seeing it because these live action remakes of the animated movies have not been good.
Still haven't seen Pinocchio though.
It's terrible.
Really?
People have taught. I had a friend of mine.
Have you seen it though?
I don't want to see it.
Because my mom kind of wanted to see it, and I thought it would be fun for us to watch it together.
I got a friend of mine that I trust's opinion on movies, because him and I usually have the same taste.
Sure.
He said it's fucking garbage. And so, again, why are... And I think... And that's another thing, too. Let's bring that up. I think there are people that should be talked about in the Little Mermaid discussion who are the same people that had to deal with this with any sort of representation in these movies. I think there are people that have fair criticism, and I would agree with them. I think this movie shouldn't exist. Because again, I don't understand.
But the reasoning why you don't want it to
Disney,
exist is
Disney
because
is so clearly
it's a live-action remake of a beloved cartoon
it's nostalgia
classic.
bait. It's nostalgia bait,
right? And but again, here's why I would counter that with this movie has to exist. You want to know why? Because of the representation. And listen, this young actress, these little girls, all of it matters, dude. You know what I mean? And I know what you're saying. I absolutely get that.
Yeah.
But just kind of a counterpoint, because I think it needs to be said, I think this movie has to be made. Maybe the only live action remake that does. Because they're finally...
But you could. But here's the thing.
Because they're doing something that improves the human community.
You're giving this movie way too much credit.
All right.
You're giving this movie. No, I'm sorry.
You're probably right.
I'm
You're
sorry.
probably right.
I'm telling you.
Well, I am a bleeding heart son of a snowflake.
I'm not saying this from the fucking fandom menace anti-SJW standpoint, but I feel like this movie. Yeah, I feel like this was a choice by Disney, by corporate, to be like, well, she has to be of color to get...
Sure, there's definitely virtue signaling.
But
sure.
see, this is the thing. I think, like, it continues...
But does that matter to the little girls watching the trailer?
No, it doesn't.
Then honestly, I don't give a fuck then.
But given what they have done with the last animated
Sure.
ones, I don't trust this one. And quite frankly, I don't fucking... At the end of the day...
Yeah.
At the end of the day...
We don't need any of these live-action remakes.
No, not even that.
No. Oh.
Not even that. For me, at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck about The Little Mermaid.
Sure.
I'm only fucking talking about it because people made
I
a
brought
big
it up.
deal over nothing.
I don't even know if I told you we were going to talk about it. I just brought it up, and you're like, oh, great, let's talk about this.
No, it's...
Fucking son of a bitch.
I was never going to see this fucking movie anyway because you know what?
I know.
It's not for me.
No.
It's not.
No.
And that's fine.
No.
That's fine.
Suck it.
That's part of being an adult. You don't have to make a fucking stupid, clickbaity, whiny bitch YouTube video response to anything that happens and contribute to an endless cycle of bullshit. And that is also why I feel like sometimes, if you want to talk about like conspiracies, you can look at Disney and be like, they made her black to trigger these guys. Like you could almost circularly point that out.
Yeah.
But
why are we still talking about this? I think we made our point.
Yeah.
And honestly,
I want to be clear.
I want to move on to something.
I want to be clear. I just feel like I wish, and it's not Disney's fault. It's not anybody involved. I would love to see the Black Mermaid story,
Yeah.
of it on its own. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
yeah, why can't Disney? Why can't you write an original movie about a mermaid of color?
And Tyler, this is what I mean. It's the cycle. It's the cycle of
mermaid?
bullshit. Listen, it's the same thing with Ghostbusters.
But then we're sorry.
Stop. It's the same thing with Ghostbusters 2016, where I was against that movie because I didn't want to see another. I was like, I wish they would be able to. And I was same thing. I was frustrated there. I was like, I wish they would be able to make something original and use that concept and just not be Ghostbusters. And not because it doesn't... I've seen that movie. It's a okay movie. It doesn't feel like a Ghostbusters movie.
No, it doesn't.
And I wish you could do the same thing and then you could run... But then, I don't know, man. We're just talking in circles.
Yeah, you were literally just like... And then,
no, because I want to make it clear, again, that I don't really think that Disney hired a black actress to fill in an agenda. I don't think that's true at all.
No, I don't either. But it does feel like
you could understand how people could see that.
And what did I just fall into is that old fucking trap that all of these grifters use, which is, well, why can't you just write an original movie about a black mermaid? And
yeah. See, that's what I was saying. I caught myself in that.
I fucking said it.
Yeah,
fell into that trap.
Exactly.
And that's why I stand by my assessment
You know what,
that
and-
this movie has to be made.
And you know what? I was just gonna say I think you're more right in this situation because
I fucking know I am.
because you're right. It doesn't matter to those little girls that we saw that video of, and that's who that is.
Yes.
And I look. I'll look. Let me wrap this up and let me get myself out of this hole because I want to be very clear.
You're not in a hole. I think just for a second you were kind of floundering because you were trying to tell your point, but you couldn't find the words.
Yeah.
No, I didn't think you were. You're not in a hole.
No, I think it is important I do think it goes back to the thing where representation does matter, and it is good that they can have that. And I feel like, you know what, saying like I want an original story.
I just said I was the one who said it.
I know, but doing that, you're right, does kind of put like okay, but then.
Then we're just playing with the grifters
Then you're
game.
just playing that game, and then you.
That's what they say.
Who are we? And again, who am I to say if they should make a fucking Little Mermaid movie or not? Like,
You
what
can,
do I
you
fucking
can see
know?
that potato-headed motherfucker going, why do we have to have a black James Bond? Why can't we have an original story about a British secret agent who's black?
At the end of the day,
why does he have to
at
be
the end of
James
the-
Bond?
At the end of the
Think of the comedy!
At the end of the day, I know that these corporations don't really care, and I know that these corporations are just going to play the game. That they're all going to change their profile pictures to rainbows in June.
Did I just body shame Babyface to heel?
Who fucking cares?
I almost said you said his name wrong,
baby
too. Did I baby shame Bodyface to heel? What is it? Who gives a fuck?
Who
Fuck
cares?
Him. Fuck him.
We're not going to say his real name.
Sucking balls.
His real name is
Penis
wrinkle.
round. Yeah.
Okay, so
I'll drink your blood.
Yep. So in 1970, so did you get the audio from?
No, I didn't.
So in 1978, probably was the first time I had my first monster cereal. Now I don't know if you remember Yummy Mummy, Fruity Yummy
I
Mummy,
don't even have that. No, I don't think.
but do you remember
Wait,
it?
well, I've seen a thing about it, but
Okay, so the original monster cereals were Count Chocula, Frankenberry, Boo Berry, and Fruit Brute. Okay. Or no, I think Fruit Brute was added later. But it only lasted like a year or two. And then later on, in the late 80s, early 90s, maybe the mid-90s, they tried to reintroduce a fruit version, which is like you got strawberry and blueberry, which taste the same, but they're different colors. So shut up. But it was a fruity version, and it was called Fruity Yummy Mummy. I don't know if you remember that or not. But okay, so I've never
Never had that one.
I did have Fruity Yummy Mummy. I don't care for it. It was kind of like, do you remember the what is that gum with the zebra stripes? Fuck.
I know what you're talking about. But I don't know.
Right.
That's just grandma gum. Yeah, my grandma always had that gum.
It just
I don't know
it's
what,
gone.
It's
after,
like
the
a
flavor's
grandmother's
gone after
thing.
5 seconds.
Yeah, it's super cheap.
Yeah. Shit. Flavor Aid. Whatever. Can't remember.
Flavor Aid.
Shit. It's gonna bug me. Anyway, the point of all this is that I have actually been eating monster cereals regularly for let's see, 22, about 44 years. About all I had to do was subtract 3 from my age. Why did I have to go like 1978 to 2000, 2002, 2022, 22 plus 22
Almost sound
equals
like-
44?
You kind of sound like a
Still cold?
auctioneer. Finish your point.
Damn fucker.
Ow.
Have you ever bought a surplus box of one of the monster cereals so that you can
Yeah, I
have
got a 4-pack.
so that you can
I
have
got a
it
4-pack.
so
Fruit
that-
Brute.
so that you can have it in February
Why would I have it in February?
because they're not available in February so that you can have them in I'm talking about dedication. I'm talking about let me stand up for this because I'm about to go off. I'm talking
I
about
just like to have them around
dedication.
Halloween like a normal person.
Oh. Well, you're just not. That's not dedication.
That's not-
You're
that-
just not dedicated to the
that's-
monster cereals, then.
They're fucking novelties, man. They're novelty. That's my pumpkin spice. You know,
Your childhood's a novelty.
Everybody has pumpkin spice lattes in the fall. I have monster.
I do
cereal.
not have pumpkin spice lattes.
I really don't either. But I'm just saying the cereal.
Yeah, that's true. But no,
I'm sorry I fucking triggered
talking-
you about the February shit.
What? You didn't trigger me. I'm trying
you
to
did,
make.
my man, because you're trying to question my authority on this ranking right now.
Yes, because have you ever loved them so much that you're like, I can't get by just on October. I need them year round.
Are you serious right now? Are you trying?
I have seriously.
You are trying to discredit anything I say.
No, I'm not trying.
You fucking are, dude.
I'm trying to.
You're politicking.
I am trying to raise my level of.
I'm getting up for this. We are adversarial right now.
I am trying to raise my level of expertise. I am sorry that you think.
Okay. Okay. No, I'm shutting up. I'll listen to your fucking shit.
I'm sorry that you think that this is an attack on you.
This is a personal affront to me, actually. You son of a bitch.
We're about ready to fucking throw down here.
Yeah, we're just moving the furniture.
All right, move the chairs.
So because you giving me, no, I'm pissed because you're giving me a life story. No, it was a crisp fall day in 1978, and I said I had my first bowl of fruity yummy mummy, which by the way, fucking yummy mummy isn't even on this list because I haven't had it, so therefore I don't count it.
Well, I didn't think we were gonna rank that one.
But you're over here like, oh, you just now got Fruit Brute. You don't fucking know. I was getting this shit in February.
I've never had. No, that's.
I know. I'm fucking with you. Continue. Tell me more.
No.
No, because you're explaining your relationship.
You're in the middle of your thing. I've said my piece. You're in the middle of your thing. You're the one who said I gotta get up. So finish it.
I'm trying to fight you.
Well, we're not gonna fight for real. We're definitely heated.
All right. So how we're gonna do this ranking here? Oh, you guys
we're gonna arm wrestle for each one.
I'm mad because I didn't know we were bringing our own fucking tail of the tape of like, here's my fucking experience.
No,
with
that's
the
not
cereals.
it at all, you fucker. God damn, I was just trying.
In spring of 1981, I won a fucking monster cereal eating contest by eating Boo Berry.
It was a joke at the beginning of the episode because I was like, hey, haha, I've been eating them longer than you have. Duh, I'm older than you. I've been doing everything longer than you have.
Oh, you just ageist motherfucker.
No, I'm talking about how fucking old and decrepit and fucking done I am. Jesus.
Jinx, you owe me a soda.
No.
All right, no,
you
okay.
owe me many sodas.
Hey,
no,
we said we're giving a ranking,
yeah,
so we're only going to do 4.
Yep.
Of the 4 are Fruit Boot, Fruit Boot,
Fruit boobs.
Fruit Titties, Fruit Brute, Boo Bear.
Those guys are not
Shut
woke. They
up.
said titties.
You interrupted me. Boo Berry, Frankenberry, Count Chocula. Those are the 4
Is that your
cereals.
ranking?
No, those are the 4 cereals in no particular order.
Oh.
We'll start at the bottom. We'll go last.
That was your ranking. It's bullshit.
We're going to go last. And look, I want everybody to know, none of these cereals are bad. I just have to rank them, okay? I made these rules.
I'm not taking my hat off and glasses because we're actually going to fight.
We're fucking...
No, it's because it hurts my fucking...
Yeah.
Have you ever worn headphones and a hat and glasses for a long period of time? Fuck, your ears are hurting, man.
All right, number 4. Again, controversial. I have to put it there because we're ranking them.
Yep.
Number 4, Count Chocula. It is number 4. Look, I have nothing against Count Chocula.
Fair.
I like chocolatey cereal.
Okay.
I'm a big fan of a lot of chocolatey cereal. But at the end of the day, if I got to choose Cocoa Puffs or Fruity Pebbles, I'm choosing or Cocoa Pebbles or Fruity Pebbles. I'm choosing Fruity Pebbles. I like fruity cereals.
Okay.
So
fair enough.
Count Chocula number 4.
Can I make this counterpoint real quick? No, because I discovered this when I was thinking about the monster cereals last Halloween. Did you know that when Count Chocula is not on the market, until Chocolate Lucky Charms came along, there were no chocolate cereals with marshmallows until Count Chocula.
Yeah, a whole fucking monopoly. And nobody stopped them.
Now you can buy Chocolate Lucky Charms,
Yes.
which I will do if I want that Count Chocula fucking
I was
fix.
on a Lucky Charms kick recently.
Yeah.
So.
I have been for a while.
So what's your number 4? Stop dodging it.
You fuck off. I have to say Fruit Brute just because I've never had it. I've never had it.
Well, I didn't know that you never had it. I thought you said Oh my God.
Okay,
You're
you know what?
Pull Yummy Mummy, but not Fruit Brute?
Here's what we'll do. I am going to say Yummy Mummy, which will stand in as Fruit Brute
Fine, that's
because
fair.
I have
That's
had
fair.
Yummy Mummy and it's probably the same damn thing. And no, I didn't like it that much. I thought it was kind of like, okay, we got 2, one blue and one red.
A cherry one. Ooh.
Kind
It's
of.
like
It's kind of like the difference between strawberry and
Pop-Tarts.
cherry Twizzlers.
I was going to say strawberry and cherry Pop-Tarts, but I guess
I mean,
there is
there is a difference of flavor.
There's a difference.
If you've had a nib or a Twizzler.
There is a difference.
Because Twizzlers are strawberry and
All right.
Nibs are cherry.
Number
All right.
3,
I
Tyler.
know you're like, no, they're not. They're not of those. Okay.
You're number 3.
My number 3.
Yes. This is big.
Frankenberry.
What the fuck did you just say to me? Oh, you.
I don't like pink milk. Why would you like pink milk? I don't like
You don't
blue
like
milk.
strawberry milk?
No.
Strawberry milk is delicious.
Are you out of your mind?
No, I'm not out of my fucking mind. I get those beautiful strawberry
You
cows.
added the fucking.
You know how much
You added that mustard. I didn't.
You know how hard they milk strawberries every day to give you strawberry milk.
They're milking them
There's
strawberries.
strawberry cows.
Look, Sid, don't you know chocolate milk comes from
Why?
brown cows?
Why? Why is Frankenberry so low when you're? And how can you be so fucking wrong? Is what I want to know.
Honestly, Frankenberry, we know that Frankenberry and Blueberry are the same fucking thing, but different colors.
No, they're different. Blueberry and strawberry are different.
Okay, fine. You know what? Fucking, I don't like Frankenberry. There.
You don't like
If I
Okay, fine. Number 3 just now because I'm pissed at you. No. I'm giving you my number 3. You fucker.
Oh, well, fuck you, man.
Fuck you. Number 3 is Fruit Brute. It's not as strong as the other one. So number 3 is Fruit Brute.
Why did you think that would hurt me personally? I felt like the way you were kicking it up. Oh, fine. Here's number 3. That it was gonna like personally like affect me.
Number 2. It's gonna be blueberry. Blueberries.
Why number 2?
Why? Because it's
so clearly Frankenberry's number 1.
yeah. Frankenberry's number 1, and it's the best one. And stop fucking kidding yourselves.
Count Chocula.
Listen here, America or UK or whoever gets the
Count Choc. I don't know why I'm holding
Across
it like I'm
the
singing
world.
vocals. Motherfucker.
This is the most heated debate we've had on this show.
I know. Well,
It's the
there's
only
a-
debate we've
There's
really
a lot of things involved besides the debate. Hey.
Yeah.
So my number 2 is Count Chocula, and because my number 1 is Blueberry.
Why is Blueberry number
Because
1?
it's fucking blue, and he's high. He's fucking so fucking high. Hey, everybody.
All right, you need to chill out, man.
Okay.
But everything that you just said is why he's number 3, because he's irresponsible being high at work like that.
Fuck off.
He's got to make cereal, and he's out there
He's
smoking
gotta
a
make
doob.
Yeah, he's making the cereal. He's the fucking.
He
He's the
makes the
figurehead.
cereal.
He's the figurehead. He doesn't do any work.
And the reason why
He's the one that they trot out to the junta to to justify their killings.
the reason why
real
Frankenberry
political.
is number 1 is because of the strawberry. And strawberry making the milk pink and making
Pink
it strawberry.
milk is
Everything you said that it's
unnatural.
wrong for is everything that it's right for me. You son of a bitch.
You know what? Fair enough.
You son of a bitch. I don't even know what
We
else
got
to
really
say to that.
pissed.
Yeah, I got real heated. in it.
Well, how much time have we got?
We got time. We got time to tell the people.
What are we telling them?
Believe in yourselves.
Yeah, I'm saying like
Yeah,
that's a pretty good episode.
Is there anything in your long box?
No. You know what? There is something in my long
Don't
box.
say the trip. 'Cause that's cheating. No, sure, go for it. I'm kidding.
I was actually going to talk about Wrigley Field. If you have a chance to go, it is
Yeah.
really, really fun. We recommend that you drive to Rosemont, do the park and ride. Now, you want to get on. Here's how it works, okay? We used our card to get in. Swipe your card. Then we want to tell people this because we were like, "What the fuck?" And then the gate will open. You drive in, and then you're going to be wondering, "Where's my ticket?" Well, here's the thing. When you get done and you drive out, you just use the same card, or you press the little information button. There's a guy that'll answer and talk to you, and he's really nice. Anyway, then you get on the L on the Rosemont station. You go to, I believe, Addison, and then you take the 152 bus down to Addison and Clark. We got off at Addison and Racine because we really had to pee. I got to be honest. Today was more than anything was about when can I pee next.
Yeah, you're
lot.
peeing all the time, man. You got a really tiny bladder. You gotta get that fixed. You're peeing all the time.
Yeah, I'm sorry that every 6 hours I have to piss. You were like,
Okay.
No lie. We're 40 minutes outside of the game. We're 40 minutes outside. And I'm like, just whatever. And we actually, this is a cool thing too in Chicago. They're called Oases, whatever, Oasis. And it's literally a gas station that you can pull off that nutty fucking interstate and take a piss and maybe get a soda or something, calm down a bit, and then drive back on. But he wouldn't stop. Well, no, we didn't see him until they were past him.
Yeah.
But you were like, no, we're making good time.
Well,
And
I
I'm
was
glad you
doing
did.
the dad thing because I got mad.
That was funny as shit.
We were like, because for where we were,
it was like at 8 a.m. too.
Yeah, it was a 5.5 hour drive. And like 2.5 hours in, you're like, I gotta pee, and I was like, that's great.
Great, fucking great. You fucking ruined the trip.
He legit said, I have to go pee, and I just go, that's great.
Slam the steering wheel.
We were making fucking great time. Is what I kept saying the whole drive here. I kept saying, we're making great time. We're making great time. That's what I was obsessed with the whole.
Here's the
fucking
thing.
drive. We still didn't get first. We missed
after-
first pitch, to be honest.
I don't care. After the fact, I'm glad that you made us go. I'm glad that we were able to find that Oasis. I could have probably made it to Kankakee, but man, my back teeth were floating, dude. I had to pee. But if you have a chance,
You should probably talk to your doctor about that if you got to pee and is doing that. I know it's a phrase. The look on your face.
Oh, okay.
What were you saying to me?
Now I get it. Now I'm really stupid. But if you have a chance to go to Wrigley and see a game, if you're a baseball fan, it is a great time. We were accosted by many birds.
Yeah, a lot of pigeons. A lot of pigeon problems.
Somebody was wearing patchouli in the
I
section.
don't even know what that is. You keep saying that to me like I know what it is.
It smells like body odor, really bad body odor. And
Just
somebody
what
had
if they
it.
become a sponsor of the show?
Here's the thing, though. I know.
You'd have to have the listeners to get sponsors.
I know that there are people who have rheumatoid arthritis and other medical conditions that do not allow them to shower. I have a family member who can't really use hot water. Okay, now I don't think that they use this, but there are a lot of people who use patchouli as a way to avoid using water. It's kind of started as a hippie kind of thing for like environment and whatnot, but it fucking reeks. It smells like you fucking bathed in dog dew and then shat in a baby's used diaper, ate it, shat it back out, ate it again, and vomited it up. That's what it smells like.
You think that's what attracts birds? That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
What attracted the birds was the hot dogs.
The wingers.
I think that one guy had it right. He was like, some motherfucker fed him
yesterday or something. Yeah, so then they came
I thought
back.
that was great. Yeah.
Well, because you could tell they were circling. They knew people were there. Like, we're going to fucking get a hot dog, man.
Another cool thing, go to WrigleyRooftops.com. We didn't this time, but... And I don't think we would. I would rather have like that little glass thing or even the one in the middle of the field, that bar or whatever.
Yeah.
But the cool thing was we were sitting in 305L, which is kind of up and to the very far left of home plate. And the way that everything looked, the stadium looked bigger because of all of these rooftops that had set up bleachers on top. It was really cool. Now, granted, you're going to bake like a fucking onion, dude. Like, just, is that a thing? Is that a saying?
I don't think so. I think it's probably baked by like a potato.
You're going to bake like a potato.
It was the worst answer to a question. I don't know. Maybe it is.
Potato.
Potato.
You're going to bake like a potato.
A cake.
Yeah. Yes.
No.
But seriously,
Because I feel like you'd be in a dome if you were to
here's the
bake
thing, though, that you
cake.
literally, none of these people had shade of any kind at all. We were lucky, and I'm glad I didn't, because I forgot sunscreen, but we were lucky. Definitely, if you have a chance to visit Wrigley, a fantastic time. We didn't really watch the game, but we kind of did. Rockies won. Fuck it.
It was a short one.
Thanks. Yeah, it was, actually. We got down there about 1:40. I think we got into the stadium. First pitch was at 1:20. And we left at... Here's the thing, too.
The game was like 2 hours.
If I would have known that the buses weren't running until the game was over, I would have stayed.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
So
that's what happens when you're not a local, I guess.
we still had a great time. We somehow caught the bus right
Yeah.
before the Uber got there, so we avoided like $100.
Yeah.
And got the bus back, and nobody broke into our car. It was cool.
What a time.
What a time.
What a successful time.
What a time to be alive.
Well,
So that's my long
Tyler,
box. Go to Wrigley Field if you get a
that's
chance.
it for episode number 60.
You don't have anything in your long box?
No, I agree with you. It's the trip. It's the whole thing.
The trip has been pretty fun so
It's
far.
been a
The
good
ice
time.
cream cake was great.
Probably get some more of that after this.
You should probably allow it to thaw again, like in the fridge for like 20 minutes or something. It's definitely not like bring it out right out of the freezer and cut it and eat it.
Yeah.
No.
Well, anyway,
blast.
that's
I'm
going to
having-
do it for this week. A little bit shorter because our last few episodes, they've been like an hour and a half. But this one is
We won't shut up.
this is a more of a relaxed fit.
Hey, this is you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and throw a bone to our critics. It's because we won't shut up about being woke assholes.
Yeah. We won't stop suckling the teat of the woke Hollywood agenda.
I love how being a good human being is.
Oh, shit. I know what I was going to do.
Yes.
Do you want to do something real quick?
Yes. What are we doing? What are we
figured
doing?
Because it's your birthday, let's do
Yes.
something special. Let's read some comments from our Grift Report episodes.
Yes.
Okay. It's from the Grift Report episode of She-Hulk triggers anti-fan grifters.
I'm gonna stand over here and let
Don't
you
even
read.
read them. I
I'm
want to
not.
read them. Yeah.
It's fine.
So
Should we
this
read 'em in, like,
this is
voice?
from
A funny voice.
This is from V8 Matey. He says, "Strange how Hulk used his powers to protect humans and fight evil overlords, while She-Hulk just uses her powers to sleep around. Women power, am I right?" Okay. Well, first of all,
Where do we start?
it was just one episode.
Jesus.
And she clearly states multiple times in this show she doesn't want to be a superhero. She doesn't want to do it.
Also, if dude, what's his name again?
V8 Matey.
If he had superpowers that would allow him to sleep with any woman he wanted to, he would also be using them. So shut the fuck up, dude.
This one I replied to already, but
Not that she is. Okay.
it's not Green Woman bad, because that's what I put on the thumbnail. It's not Green Woman bad. It's bad writing.
Okay.
We had some technical issues, so we recorded a bigger segment of this with multiple
It
episodes.
was actually really
multiple
hilarious.
videos, but we were just gonna go with this then.
And then I just yelled and threw off the feedback thing or something. I don't know.
No, you yelled into my soul. So anyway,
Yell.
what we were doing, we were going through a couple of our videos. We're just gonna go to the most recent video. We're not gonna. This is not a full Grifter report, but this is just a response. Like a lot of the comments that we get on these videos, and I try and do my best not to engage.
Sure.
I
I think it's fun
because
actually.
if you're a content
Every
creator,
couple weeks.
I mean, it's the most cliche thing, but if you make YouTube content or make any content, don't read the fucking comments because it's a
True
cesspool.
that, but can I say this? Can I say
I don't.
this?
I
I really like that you okay, so if you see a response from a comment from off panel off topic, it's Jake doing that. But what I like is I like being able to be the instigator, the little stir of the pot stirrer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anyway.
So let's look at our last video for the Grift Report. It was backpedaling grifters, dunk. Chud's backpedaled to dunk on the Rings of Power, and so yeah, they can't just like something; they have to hate something simultaneously as liking something. So we made that whole segment. First of all, there's one comment that I think is just funny to me.
Yeah.
It's just a dude saying, "Seriously, the Rings of Power is a bad show. 4 out of 10." It makes me laugh because it doesn't address the rest of the video, and it's like he left a review on IMDb.
So yeah.
But maybe he just like finds Rings of Power and the hashtag on YouTube and is like, "I have to tell people.
4 of 10.
Everybody needs to know my opinion."
Dude.
4 out of 10.
Dude,
4 out of 10.
And we talked about this the first time we did this, how I think it would be really funny if this guy actually lives his life. Like he goes on a date and like actually, you know, like on a first date or something, and they go, you know, home and she invites him in and they have sex. And he's just like, you know what? That was about a 5 out of 10. And she's like, what the fuck are you talking
You
about?
didn't let me come on your tits, so that's a 5 out of 10.
Or like the guy at the coffee shop took too long, so he's like 3 out of 10, and he literally thinks that everybody in the world should know.
Oh, 100% this guy posts on Yelp.
Oh, fuck yeah. Dude, that guy, you know what? I'll bet you he yelps when he got his vinegar.
All right, here's this other comment.
Yeah, we were dirty.
Jake and Tyler. This addresses us directly, okay?
Well, I appreciate them using our Christian names.
Yes. Jake and Tyler. If you don't understand why these guys were concerned about the House of the Dragon before it came out, then you don't have a clue.
I love the way you put the desperation in his voice, because clearly he was desperate when he typed this.
When showrunners talk about upcoming fantasy genre movie being, by the way, that's his words.
Yeah, we are reading verbatim. SIC, Latin, whatever.
Being air quotes inclusive and being air quotes the plot being updated for today's reality and not about a great story or exciting action. It's a red flag when the show that goes on to suck because the creators focused on woke messaging over a real story. These YouTube guys were expecting that the House of Dragon was going to be really bad, like the Rings of Power or the last season of Game of Thrones, but we're pleasantly surprised that it's a competent story and it's interesting to watch. I know that sometimes learning can be painful, but I hope this helps you understand. Do
you want me to read it?
But I hope this helps your understanding. Well,
so
John,
he's trying to help us, but he's also telling us that we
shout
suck.
out to the person that replied to him and said, "LOL, you think those people are legitimate criticism? They're fucking they're grifters."
You know what
LOL,
I really like is
learning is hard.
I think it's kind of fun that there's people who are defending us.
It's amazing.
Can I just tell you how good that feels when we're doing something for fun?
We're pissing off the right people. It's fun. It's fun. It is fun to piss off the right people because
we have an agenda too.
It does, and that's the thing though. It doesn't take that much effort because they think their audiences are so stupid that they won't catch on to the same cyclical shit that they do, and for the most part, they don't. And I'm not saying those people are dumb. I'm just saying.
I just think they haven't heard any other points of view. And here's the thing:
and all these guys hang out together, and they have their own little circle, their own little bubble.
But here's the thing that I want to make clear here: if you are listening to somebody and they are very clear about what they are saying, and there is no doubt in their voice,
She-Hulk's a whore.
You need to question why they are so sure, because nobody should be so sure of anything unless it's like love. You're in love with your wife or something. But if you're talking
something that's unquestionably.
If you're talking public policy, there are so many gray areas, and if somebody wants to make it black and white and is so sure of why, question the fuck out of that person. And these people are so sure that these things suck because they're woke, right?
What makes me laugh about this comment is it's such an internet comment because this guy comes out and tries to explain from their side of why they feel this way.
Mansplaining to us?
But no,
we're man.
Whatever, fine. Have that whole diatribe. But the fact, dude, I'm sorry, but I thank the people that comment on this stuff because it's thank you for exposing yourself. Thank you for just letting the mask come off and let me know. But this guy's comments aren't really that bad. But what he knew would get a response because he's a pretentious douche and he's terminally online.
Yeah.
As he says, I know that sometimes learning can be painful.
Well, thanks for fucking treating us like we're fucking idiots.
That's what I mean. You can't be that condescending and say, look, it's hard to learn. Also, it's such an internet comment.
Also, you're clearly not learning, dude.
No. He's not. Yeah. He's not. Sorry, we did have a bigger segment, but I think this is fine to end on this.
I just gotta say, this has been a lot of fun.
And I didn't want to do a grifter report. It's your birthday. We're on off panel off road.
Wasn't I the one when you told me about it that I was like, that sounds great? So you kind of made my birthday dreams come true.
Wow. Do that again.
Birthday dreams come true. Somebody's a little pitchy. And I don't mean bitchy. I mean pitchy. Okay, what the hell is that? Oh, you left it out.